everyone, it's Hanny here. Welcome back to my channel. Today we need to talk about something that's been happening way too often online, content theft. It's when creators steal someone else's hard work claiming it as their own and get all the credit for something they didn't create. And today we're talking about Paul 2 Rio, who is a perfect example of someone who's taking other people's content without any shame. Let's break it down and talk about why this is such a huge problem. Before I begin, I would like to state that this is not meant to show any hate. As someone who personally used to like Paul's content, when I heard this, I was actually quite upset, which is why I'm making another video about it. So here's the story. A small content creator named Stella made this really good TikTok video. It was well thought out, creative, and it really captured the attention of a lot of people. The kind of content that is really funny to make, right? Well, not long after, Paul 2 Rio came along, sees that her video is getting attention, and decides to download it, removes her watermark, and then uploads it to his own page like it was his own content. He added his face into the video to make it seem like he was the one who created it, totally passing it off as his work. And the worst part, he didn't give Stella any credit for it. She was the only one who put in the work, but Paul was the one who was getting the views. This isn't a small issue either. The video blew up, reaching millions of views, and instead of doing the right thing and acknowledging where the video came from, Paul took full credit. Now, when Stella realized what happened, she wasn't just going to let it slide. She reached out and politely asked Paul to give her credit for the original video. She didn't ask for much, just a simple acknowledgement it was her content. But instead of owning up to his mistake and doing the right thing, Paul didn't respond. He didn't even apologize. Instead, he deleted her comments and others and ignored requests, and kept acting like he was the one who created the video. This is the kind of behavior that can really hurt small creators who are struggling to get the recognition they deserve for their own hard work. Now, why is this such a big deal? Well, creating content takes a lot of effort. It's not just about pressing record for creators like me and others. It's about putting in hours, sometimes even days of planning, filming, editing. Every post is a chance to grow their following, getting discovered, and maybe even starting a career out of their passion. So when someone like Paul 2 Rio steals their content and takes credit for it, it's not just frustrating, it's damaging. Paul didn't just steal Stella's video. He stole her opportunity to maybe gain new followers and recognition for her work. And this is kind of theft isn't a one-time thing. Paul has done this over and over, and every time he gets away with it, it makes it much harder for creators to get the credit they deserve. And I'm not even talking about the fact he just takes one video and copy and pastes it with different captions, which each get over 1 million views. This is way worse. Now here's the real kicker. When Stella and others called out Paul for stealing her video, Paul didn't do anything to make it right. Instead of giving credits, admitting his mistake, or even just acknowledging it, he deleted anyone's comment who called him out. He went full defense mode, liking and responding only to comments from his fans who believed the video was really his. So instead of owning up to his actions and correcting the situation, Paul just silenced everyone who called him out and acted like it was no big deal. It's a kind of arrogance that really gets to people. He knew he was wrong, but chose to delete everything and pretend it never happened. I bet you the comments got so bad from calling him out that he literally just privated his video instead of just apologizing and owning up to his action, and boom, happily ever after, but not for him. And get this, Paul actually made a video once about how much he hated content theft.
I hate people who steal content.
Yeah, you heard that right. The guy's been stealing from other content creators, is out here preaching about how wrong it is. Can you believe the irony? It's like the ultimate double standard. Paul has no problem stealing other people's work, but when it's his turn to give credit, he completely refuses. This kind of problem just makes everything worse. And it's clear that Paul doesn't really care about supporting other creators who are just trying to make it in this space. Content theft doesn't just hurt creators like Stella, it affects the entire community. When people steal work and get away with it, it sends a bad percent. It encourages others to do the same, and before you know it, the entire platform becomes flooded with stolen content that's not even original. It's frustrating for creators who put time and effort, and it's even worse for the audience who thinks they're seeing fresh, authentic work, only to find out it's all a lie. Paul 2 Rio isn't the only one doing this. There's over 100,000 creators copying and pasting the same thing. But his actions highlight how toxic this type of thing can be. that's all for today's video. If you guys learned something or think you have an issue with this, it's okay to talk about it in the comments. I will try to reply and do my best to acknowledge it. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please subscribe and like, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.